So tell me about Roman. What are we going to love about him?
Roman is he's a guy that let's see. Well, I think there's so many reasons why you might like Roman. One, you really get to know him for his strengths and also his weaknesses as well. I think we see his vulnerability pretty early on in the season, so I think we can kind of connect with him in that way. His father shot and killed in the pilot, so episode 2 we pick up with his struggles dealing with that, and also dealing with the pressure that's now kind of thrust upon him as far as being a leader to the Atrians. His father was the leader at the Atrians, so now he's kind of heir to the throne, if you will. So he's going through a lot and a lot of changes, and obviously with Emery and being in high school and all this kind of stuff, I think that hopefully people will like him. I don't know. We'll see.
Is he going to forsake that inherited throne for pursuing a love, perhaps with a human?
Yeah, well, that's the interesting thing about all these episodes is that there's a lot of stuff that is given up and forsaken. There's a lot of sacrifice happening. In particular, that is one thing that does happen. He's in a unique position by being able to be outside of the sector. He's integrating into the school and into human society, so he's in a very unique position to gain knowledge. I don't want to give anything away, but he's able to gain knowledge outside of the sector. So he kind of hands those duties off to his uncle, and we see that relationship goes through some major ups and downs and ebbs and
flows. Is this a good uncle or an evil uncle?
I don't know. I think that's something that we're going to have to all kind of figure out as the saga goes on. I think he's got moments of both, and I think that's what's intriguing about him is that we never really know. I think eventually we kind of come to find out some major answers, but for a long while, it's just an interesting dynamic between the two.
Well, it seems like Roman's heart, he's loyal to the Atrians and he loves them and all,
Yeah.
but at the same time he seems very drawn to the humans and their kind of life.
Yeah, he's he's definitely open to the integration. His father was. His father was very progressive, very wanted the two cultures to come together, the two species to kind of coexist as one. And there's a lot of Atrians that have those same, ideas. And Roman wants to have those. He wants to be like his dad, but he has a little bit of trouble seeing exactly how it's going to happen because he sees so much hate coming from humans, particularly certain groups. There are kind of extreme terrorist groups for both sides, and so he doesn't see it as easy as his dad sees it, but he wants to, and he wants to believe.
Brewing war between the two factions, both
Yeah.
human and Atrian, is he going to want to step in between them and try to broker a peace?
Yeah, absolutely. He is kind of constantly struggling with that. One of the main reasons for that is Emery. Emery being a human, I think he has a connection to humans more so than just some other Atrian living in the sector with no connection. Of course, he feels kind of destined with Emery in a way, but yeah, he has that connection with her, and for that reason wants to see the two societies come together as one. He hopelessly loves her and needs her, so he needs to work to bring the two cultures together so they can be together.
Was he going to be willing to fight for her heart? He might have a romantic rival for her.
He is constantly wanting to fight for her. It's all he does is fight for her and protect her physically for many, many episodes. And in fact, kind of sacrificing his own feelings for her protection. And so we kind of see that play out over many, many episodes. And it puts a strain on their relationship. What little relationship they have at this point puts a strain on it because he's not exactly allowed to tell Emery everything. So he kind of has to put aside his own feelings for her and just make sure that she is protected and that she is safe. But that's something he's willing to do for her because he cares about her so much.